And we're live. Have you guys been keeping up with the latest police shootings?
Yeah, man. That's
Dude, there were a couple more today. There's the my Facebook feed is filled with defending this cop who shot a 16-year-old girl.
Which one? The one who was actively stabbing the other one?
Yeah. And my knee-jerk reaction is there's no one on the other side of this issue. Look, I don't
except for LeBron James.
Wait,
what was they're defending the cop who shot the girl?
Oh no.
No, they're not, but they should be.
Oh, sorry.
So I'll lay it out as best I can. I've watched the video. It's short, so I've seen it like 15 times. Cop arrives on the scene. As he's getting there, there's this big girl, and she has a knife in her hand, and she comes into view, and the cop pulls out his gun, and he's like, stop, or, don't move, freeze, something like that. And she doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
It has no impact on her. And she takes this other girl who's half her size, pushes her up against the hood of the car, maybe, like bent over backwards on it. And she's in the process of stabbing the other one with a knife. As a real quick reaction, the cop shoots her 4 times. I think all 4 shots hit. I know the girl died really quickly.
Mm-hmm.
And
did the other girl get stabbed? I can't tell if the knife.
I haven't heard anything about the other girl.
A real deal blade she's got.
Yeah, the blade is what do you call it? 4 inches long, something like that. It's.
I can't tell if I don't think she actually got through to stab the woman in pink.
And the cop killed her quickly. Within 6 hours, the police took the body cam footage and released it to the public. And I'm like, of course they did. This is like the best shooting that we've seen in quite some time. In terms of clearly a justified shooting, someone who's actively in the process of pre-stabbing someone else with a knife, he saved a life that day, I think.
Yeah. I mean, we were watching the very first step of a murder happen, which is
LeBron James tweeted
a knife into someone's chest cavity.
Yeah, LeBron James tweeted about this, and then someone made him delete the tweet, but then he's continued to speak publicly about it.
Are we sure this is the? I'm not.
Oh, unless a different black 16-year-old girl was stabbing another girl and got shot for it today.
Seemed likely.
Oh, but it was definitely about this one. It was about this one because there is another shooting I know about in North Carolina.
I'm almost positive it's this one.
Oh, okay.
It was the girl stabbing video.
So was this yesterday?
Come on, LeBron's always on the right side of these things. It's LeBron.
Let's Alex get in.
Yeah, I will. So look, I'm going to be very upfront. As a minority who grew up in the Bronx, a very dangerous neighborhood, right? Often than not, the police response was to shoot. And I'll say this as and I know that there's a lot of people are going to have differing opinions on the response, but I do feel like I've seen things like this play out where a taser was used. Why couldn't that have been the option? Why did it have to go to shooting first? Wouldn't that have been equally as effective at neutralizing the target?
No. I'm worried. If I'm about to get stabbed by a 4-inch knife by this person who's twice my size, who's got me bent over a car,
no, for sure. I understand that.
Dude, why haven't you used a rifle at this point? Why isn't this a 50 cal is my response if I'm the person who's about to get stabbed?
At that point too, there's also, I'm not much to get into this, but I do want to point this out though. But then think about that kid when the protests and the riots were going on, and he was walking to the cops with a full freaking rifle.
Dude, I think there was some white privilege there. He definitely got treated pretty kindly. They didn't seem to regard him as an active super threat they might have someone else. Although the kid put his hands up and tried to turn himself in, right? So this girl, on the other hand, was ignoring the cop and trying to kill somebody. So
I don't think
it's not a great parallel.
Taser.
If you're being stabbed, you don't want the cop to be shooting a taser at the other person. They just don't work very well. I did one for a video once, and I shot my friend in the back with a taser, and it it didn't work exactly right. Like it didn't perform the way it's supposed to.
What was he wearing?
Blue jeans. The armor of blue jeans.
Is that what you hit? The blue jeans, you think?
Yeah. Part of it didn't go through the blue jeans and into his skin. It was something called a disconnect or something like that. One of them stuck into his back, and the other barb stuck through the blue jeans, but not into his skin, so it was arcing to him. The thing is, they just don't work very well. They're not super reliable.
I think people have a lot more confidence in tasers than there ought to be. Where like
it's not a phaser, it's a
like just tase them and then they're incapacitated. It's like
set phasers to stun.
Yeah.
Stun. That's what you'd prefer. We need to get phaser technology, just instant stun. That'd be better.
I agree with that. That'd be dope.
In this situation, like slight little hiccup with his taser, that woman's already stabbed 4 times and dead. Some situations you're right, they jump to the gun too fast, especially that.
Oh yeah. Or accidentally.
Or accidentally with the fucking shit we saw where they're like, I accidentally shot him. I mistook my 2-pound gun for my 6-ounce taser.
There was a guy in South Carolina.
This is
maybe it's Virginia. This is a couple years ago. The cop told him to get his license and registration. So it was picture a truck with a bench seat, if I recall correctly. And he kind of opened the door and went in to get it, and the cop shot him and killed him. It was he was getting his license and registration as ordered. I
don't think any reasonable person would say that there aren't an enormous number of incidences you can look at of cops responding terribly and actively causing a situation worse with their presence.
Yeah.
I am all about serious changes to our police force. I like the parallel of pilots. Like you can't have any bad apples in this job. They carry guns. You never see Delta saying, what about all the pilots that didn't intentionally smash the plane into the ground? Okay, some of them are a little homicidal. Sometimes we've ignored 17 complaints from passengers about drinking on the job. But hey, a lot of our pilots don't have these complaints. Chauvin? Who just got busted? Who's going to jail?
Derek Chauvin.
Chauvin? He had 17 complaints against him. And he's still... All right, 540. Hands were in the air. Didn't even touch it this time. It just stopped. But
I don't know.
Woody's charging his motorcycle battery with some sort of a special charger, and it keeps stopping the show. And we lose gold, people. Gold. The best moments you've ever you can't even imagine how funny Taylor's jokes were. He did the Saddam Hussein impression. I thought the man was alive again. He had a little beret.
I'm not getting the costume back out. It's too much.
No, at this point, it's done. It's done.
You just can't replicate that kind of gold again.
No, the magic is gone the second time.
Dictator.